What is up, ladies and gents? Nate here, bringing you my, not review, but like a breakdown of the Flash episode 15 trailer that came out and the plot synopsis that came out. So let's get started, shall we? First off, I'm not allowed to show the trailer since I don't own the rights and I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything like that. But I do have stills from the trailer. But anyway, all of this stuff belongs to CW. Go watch it on their channel. You can watch the full 30-second trailer and all of that in its 1080p goodness. So the trailer starts, and I'm going to start showing the images here with Harrison Wells saying, "I've grown quite fond of you. In many ways you have shown me what it is like to have a son." And then Cisco starts his line with, "I can't believe this. Dr. Wells had something to do with Barry's mom murder." With Barry following, "He's in a wheelchair. How could he possibly have done that?" And the trailer ends with Harrison Wells saying, "You're smart, but you're not that smart." Anyway, before I tell you my thoughts of what happened in the trailer and what we saw, let me read the plot synopsis, because I feel like what the trailer is giving us and what the plot synopsis actually says, they're two different things. And they're two different things, and you're going to see why. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link down below where I saw the plot synopsis. It's an official source, so you can trust it, and plus, why would you make up a plot synopsis? Because you would probably go make something more better of what the trailer gave us, but giving the plot synopsis, it's, anyway, I'm gonna read it. Mark Martin, aka the Weather Wizard, guest star Liam McEntry, appears in Central City intent on avenging his brother Clyde's death and sets his sights on Joe, who shot Clyde. When Martin attacks Joe and Barry, Barry is able to use super speed them to safety, but Martin gets away. Barry warns Joe not to go after a metahuman alone, but Joe doesn't listen and ends up in grave danger. Meanwhile, Cisco looks into the night the team captured the Reverse Flash and realizes something doesn't add up and begins to wonder whether Joe was right about Dr. Wells. Barry and Linda end up on an awkward double date with Eddie and Iris. See? That was it. Anyway, going off of the trailer and the plot synopsis and seeing what we saw, the trailer gives off of, hey, this episode's all going to be about Harrison Wells revealing that he's a Reverse Flash to everyone on Team Flash, but that doesn't seem the case. It seems like the episode 15 is going to center around the Weather Wizard, and there's the shot here where you see the Weather Wizard attacking Joe at the police department. But if you guys haven't heard, episode 15 is going to introduce time travel, which, how they do that, it depends if it's going to be super speed or it's Cisco looking through camera footage like here. But for the most part, we're going to be introduced to time travel as a concept to the Flash and see how it works. Now, for me personally, I don't think they're going to kill this Weather Wizard since they already killed the first one. And if you guys don't know, Weather Wizard is part of the Rogues, the team that Captain Cold and Heatwave make up. And we still haven't seen Captain Cold's sister, who is the Golden Glider. So I'm assuming they're going to not kill this Weather Wizard and just put him on with the Rogues and see what happens from there. Anyway, I want to talk about the trailer and some of the words or some of the sentences that Harrison Wells uses, and that piqued my interest because they're definitely interesting, and I really want to see how they're going to play out in the episode, because this episode just seems like another episode of The Flash. We're given a metahuman, Flash stops the metahuman, all well that ends well with a cliffhanger sort of ending, or like a big surprise ending like episode 14 where we saw Gorilla Grodd and Harrison Wells as the Reverse Flash and General Eileen going bye-bye. Anyway, the line that really piqued my interest during the trailer is when Harrison Wells, at the very beginning, he says, "I've grown quite fond of you. In many ways, you have shown me what it is like to have a son." Now, who is he talking to? Is he talking to Cisco or is he talking to Barry? Well, in the actual trailer, he says that line. As he finishes that line, it gives a shot of Barry. So I'm assuming he's talking to Barry. But the thing is, we don't know which incarnation this Reverse Flash is. So we don't know if it's like Ilbor Thawne or if it's like Hunter Zolomon. Because both those Reverse Flashes have different motives. But since we don't know which one, we don't know which motive they're trying to get at. And the other line that piqued my interest is Harrison Wells at the very end of the trailer saying, "You're smart, but you're not that smart." Now, who could he be possibly talking to? Well, Barry is smart since he is a forensic scientist and he loves science and all of that whatnot. But the thing is, the show really hasn't dived into that, because I don't know why. But we do know who is really smart, and that would be Cisco. He is the apprentice or intern thing at Star Labs that Harrison Wells brought on personally. So it seems that Cisco might go bye-bye this episode, or something will happen to Cisco. Maybe get stuck in a time stream or something like that. So a quick wrap-up of what I just said. The episode is called Out of Time, and it introduces time travel, and whether we actually see Barry go back in time, that's up to the show writers. I really doubt it, because it's kind of too early, and I don't feel like Barry's fast enough yet to go back in time. But other than that, we have the second Weather Wizard coming to town, going after Joe, and it seems like Joe is going to put himself in danger to stop the Weather Wizard, and it seems like Barry's going to have to come and save him. I feel like that's going to be like the major plot of the episode, while like the subplots that always, they end up being pretty good, is going to be Cisco finding about Harrison Wells' powers, because if you remember, there's this shot where we see Harrison Wells in front of Cisco moving very fast, where it looks like there's two of him. It's not a clone. I just feel like he's just moving fast enough to see to a point where it looks like there's two of them. But that still doesn't explain how Harrison Wells was able to beat himself up during the mid-season finale in episode 9. And then there's the double date aspect at the very end of the plot synopsis, which I feel like is absolutely unnecessary. But this is a CW show. They have to introduce the romance somehow. But there's also Iris, and hopefully they fix Iris in this episode, because like as of now, her character is it's turning out to be like another Laurel from Arrow season 1, and nobody wants that. But hopefully she gets better, because like I feel like they're just trying to make her plot like the comics, where she is a reporter in the comics, but she's like a high-end reporter, so they want to show her going from zero to the top. Anyway, my question to you guys is, what do you guys think of the trailer? What do you think is going to happen? Let me know down in the comments below. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this new type of video, this breakdown / review trailer type of thing, and thanks for watching. But don't forget to leave a like if you think the video deserves it, and subscribe to my channel if I entertained your faces for a little bit. Anyway, I'll see you guys all later for Parasite. So until then, bye.